Hey everybody, this is John, and welcome to the free video. And we are going to take a look at the monthly chart of the S&P 500 Cash Index, which you can see has only just now fired off a squeeze. For those of you that are not familiar with the squeeze, when you see a squeeze fire, as this has done, that typically averages 8 to 10 bars of higher prices. Okay, that doesn't mean we're going to go higher every day, and in fact, it doesn't even mean we're going to go higher every week. It just means that once you get a monthly squeeze, typically you get 8 to 10 bars of trend. So this is a monthly chart, that's 8 to 10 months. Similarly, the monthly squeeze on the dollar, although it has not fired off, is about to fire off, and the same thing happens here. 8 to 10 bars of higher prices. It's teeing up for that again. So the big question here, of course, is will the dollar and the stock market rise together? Which is something we'll cover more in future videos. But more importantly, what does a strong dollar mean? And of course, there's a lot of industries specifically that a strong dollar will hurt over time, and we want to keep an eye on that. In terms of shorter term trades, let's go back to a weekly chart here. One thing we've been watching here is Chipotle's. We've been watching to see if this squeeze here would actually trigger to the short side. It came out with a bunch of news this week, and then over the weekend it turns out that I think it's Aikman, he's going to get 4 board seats. So is this something that's going to cause it to rise even more on Monday? Quite possibly we could be in for a big short squeeze here. So we want to keep an eye on that. I think that's something that could at least get to the fire line and potentially get through it if we're going to have a lot of short covering in there, which would be a lot of fun. And another potential short covering candidate is Tesla. This thing, the short interest continues to grow, and it's continuing to kind of grind out through resistance, and that can cause traders that are short to panic, and it can get very, very interesting. And then from there, the other stock that we've been watching is Netflix. Now let's Priceline, but Priceline, we've been watching that one too. But for Netflix, this is one where we're getting actually fairly close to new all-time highs. And you can see all-time highs back here around 133 or so. We're trading at 124. A lot of times in a situation like this, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. We do have a slightly bullish chart here, and now we're just kind of waiting for some ignition that this thing can keep on going, and that's a setup that I'm going to be looking for early this week. All right, I got a lot to cover in the premium video, a lot of setups that we're going to be looking at, and it should be a lot of fun. You guys have a good rest of the weekend, and we'll see you at the next update.